Sins of a Solar Empire 2 released onto the Steam platform on the 15th of August 2024 and quickly became a hit with its unique blend of real-time strategy and 4x gameplay. Stardock and Ironclad games aren't finished yet though, and we've been working tirelessly ever since to continually update the game to address community feedback and add new features to improve the game for you all. In this video, we're going to take a look at the new and improved game elements added in the months since Sins 2 launched onto Steam last year. The destruction of a capital ship, titan or starbase is no mean feat, often requiring immense firepower and tactical ingenuity to finally bring down. What better way to celebrate your victory than to watch the obliterated carcass of your hated foes spin in space for all eternity? We've added wreckage models for each of their corresponding ships and starbases for each faction, a fitting tombstone for a vanquished rival fleet. The Ice Asteroid is an all-new colonizable planet type, with increased commerce support over a standard asteroid and allowing for more crystal extraction overall, with spaces for additional crystal extractors. The new ship graveyard stands as a solemn testament to an ancient battle fought long ago, and will make a valuable addition to your empire if you can claim it before your rivals. Space is now a lot more dangerous to traverse, with the addition of all new uncolonizable gravity well types, each with their own unique challenge to overcome as you travel and fight inside them. The Plasma Storm shuts down all strike craft launchers, a strategically advantageous battlefield to engage carrier-heavy fleets, while the Magnetic Cloud reduces ship acceleration by a half, dramatically limiting fleet maneuverability and tactical options in a battle as a result. Smaller and less well-defended ships become vulnerable in these turbulent conditions. The Radiation Storm hampers your ship's regenerative abilities and prevents the passive restoration of hull, armour or shield points while they weather its effects. And the Antimatter Fountain here boosts the antimatter regeneration of your fleets, perhaps a valuable haven to repair and recuperate after a long engagement. The Space Junk Gravity Well adds some much needed derelict loot for you to scavenge. And last but not least, any ship firing within the new ice field will find their salvos partially reflected back at themselves, making combat within a dangerous and risky proposition. As you expand out into the galaxy, the planets you'll colonize now look better than ever before with all new and improved texture skins. From the humble asteroids to the exotic crystalline and ferrous, and more besides, the planets you'll fight your enemies for are all the more beautiful as a result. There are new stars too, blazing away at the centre of each planetary cluster for your pleasure. The Advent are a favourite of many Sins of a Solar Empire's players, and their addition as the game launched onto Steam was well received. Being the newest race added to the game's roster, the Advent was subject to reworking and rebalancing to ensure they match up with their adversaries a little more fairly. Firstly, the Advent Titan Foundry structure was added to the game, to build and birth the most powerful ships available to the enigmatic Advent. Unity abilities have been reworked to better differentiate between the Advent Reborn and Advent Wrath factions, with new Unity abilities added for each faction and the others redistributed to give each a unique playstyle. Now, the Advent Wrath exemplify all the aggression that the Advent can muster, holding their enemies in place while hammering them with big damage, using Chastise, Avatar, Fury, Clairvoyance and Proselytize. The Advent Reborn instead focus on their uncanny abilities to gain more power from the death and destruction of their own forces, while retaining a classic Advent style of play, countering enemy aggression with Recall, Sanctify, Resurrection, Clairvoyance and Cleanse. Sins of a Solar Empire 2's replayability relies on a wide variety of maps for you to play on, with one good map providing many hours of fun as it is replayed over and over. Since release, we've added many new handmade maps for you to pit yourself against in the battle for domination against computer-controlled or human players, from the smallest to the largest sizes. We've also improved and added to the random map generator, including a series of exciting multi-star random maps, which generate very large playing fields that require advanced technology for you to travel between distant stars. These maps could go well with slower paced technology and resource generation for truly epic length games. We want players to get into the action as fast as possible, armed with the knowledge they need to dominate the game without confusion. The addition of some advanced tutorials for the race-specific mechanics of trading, phase resonance and unity for the TEC, Visari and Advent respectively help to get you playing quicker and more effectively. Building a strong game AI that can beat a smart and trained human player in the 4X genre is a famously challenging task, but we've made some significant steps towards improving the performance of the computer players in Sins 2. As a result, the game should now provide a better challenge to experienced players regardless of the map settings you're playing on. Finally, we've created several new ship and planet item artifacts for the game. And alongside many bug fixes, we've implemented numerous balance changes in response to player critique. We're grateful to everybody who has provided feedback on the game, and helped make Sins of a Solar Empire 2 the best real-time strategy space 4X game around. We look forward to hearing your feedback on these changes too. There'll be more updates to Sins of a Solar Empire 2 soon, and we'll cover those in a follow-up video. Cheers!